Okay, so we are BTSE. We are a global crypto exchange, and we have a B2B white label solutions provider with 300 employees located around the world. We have employees in Taiwan. We have employees in Singapore. We also have employees in China. Yeah. So first of all, I want to thank everyone who listened to this AMA and taking the time to join the today's AMA with the BTSE and also the TomoChain. We are very excited to welcome Adrian and Trifena from TomoChain as our two guests today. They will be taking us to about the TomoChain project as well as their plans and their roadmap from the future. So I think after this, we can just let them introduce themselves. So Adrian and Trifena, could you please introduce yourself?
Okay, really excited. Hi everyone. Yeah, so glad to be here. Okay, this is Chifina. Yeah, I'm the marketing manager at TomoChain Labs. So, talking a bit about myself, my journey at TomoChain started 2 years ago. I joined TomoChain as marketing executive and then marketing manager. Before jumping in TomoChain Labs, I had more than 1 year working as crypto trader. So a total of 4 years within blockchain space right now for me.
That's great. Yeah. Adrian, would you want to introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. So my name is Adrian, and currently I am the marketing manager at the TomoChain Labs. So I already also handle the marketing activities of the TomoChain Master DAO project as well. And I have been with the TomoChain team for over 3 years now. And so far it has been an incredible journey, like for me in the blockchain industry. So I already witnessed a lot of changes in the landscape, especially in the areas of DAO and DeFi projects. So I'm really excited to be here to share my knowledge and insights on those topics. And thank you guys for having me today.
Yeah, it's really excited to hear what Adrian's and also like Trifena experience at TomoChain. And then, so thanks for telling us about yourselves. And then now, can you briefly introduce us to TomoChain? What is TomoChain? And then explain what exactly is TomoChain? And what is the main point on the industry that you are trying to solve using this blockchain ecosystem?
Okay, let me answer this question. It's just a question. Yeah, a little about TomoChain. We are actually at TomoChain Labs. We are now operating TomoChain public chain as a core back. Technically, is a core network of our ecosystem. So TomoChain is highly scalable and secure blockchain network. EVM fully compatible. We went into the mainnet in 2018, 4 years ago, and we are now taking a community-driven approach to accelerate the mass adoption of Web3 applications with Tomo Master DAO as well. Yeah, so we are, operating based on the proof of stake voting consensus. This means that the hub TomoChain network now extremely powerful, I think. So we can offer 2,000 TPS, 2-second block time, near zero gas fee, and it's easy for Web3 builders to come here and integrate their dApps or projects into TomoChain ecosystem. Apart from that, TomoChain network is fueled by a total of 150 masternodes. I think this is a key point for us to become a really and decentralized network. We have Tomo Master DAO as well, where people here can make decision on what changes will be happening on TomoChain network, and each Tomo holder can vote for their favorite Tomo Master DAO across 150 masternode and earn the passive incomes in Tomo.
Interesting. Yeah, interesting. Yeah. So before we move to the second question, we would like to thank you for everyone who is like recently joining. So we just started the AMA with TomoChain. We have Trifena and also Adrian from Tomo. And we are going to move to the second question right now. So I think you are not too late if you just recently joined. So the second question will be, in your own words, what do you think is TomoChain's main value and proposition in the blockchain industry?
Yeah, so I'm gonna take on this question. So I think that most of what Trivan already said about the basic information on TomoChain has already stated themselves like as the main value proposition of TomoChain comparing to other like EVM chain. So I just want to like recap and summarize a little bit here. And yeah, so there are three key points that differentiate TomoChain, including the first thing is TomoChain operates with like 2,000 TBS, like super fast block time and almost zero gas fee. Like it is super easy to other EVM apps for integrations. And also we have like a proof of stake voting that allows Tomo holders to govern the network performance by staking across like 150 masternodes. So the community, everyone has the right to orient TomoChain's futures by voting for proposals through Tomo Master DAO. And also what TomoChain is focusing right now is providing a really friendly environment for community and for developers. So we are having a fast-growing ecosystem with many good projects right now running on the TomoChain network. And we provide the Web3 builders with extensive support, including networks, consulting, marketing, and funding, and other technical supports. So those are the advantages and the main value of TomoChain network right now.
Awesome, awesome. So we just listened to the main value of the TomoChain itself. Yeah, so we are going to move to this question 3. So what potential does the blockchain hold for the Web3 users and builders?
Yeah, let me handle the question. As I mentioned before, TomoChain, based on the proof of voting, the science is really well performance. I think pretty well performance. So we are, we're growing fastly during the past few years, and it's considered as an efficient platform for all Web3 builders and projects. I think so. So now we are building some kinds of useful fundamental tool for most of, Web3 application coming here and joins our ecosystem. We have AMM, we have multi-chain Lua Swap and multi-chain Launchpad Lua Starter. We have staking, yield farming, swapping, and we have Tomo Bridge in collaboration with multi-chain to provide the services of cross-chain bridging. We have some kind of NFT collection and NFT platform that Tomo Master DAO and Lua Swap had to incubate recently, and we have pretty things to offer to you guys, and also with Tomo get listed on BTSE exchange. You guys can come to BTSE exchange and trade for Tomo and use Tomo to interact with our products within TomoChain ecosystem. I bet that there are lots of things you guys can explore about our network.
Awesome, awesome. So we just listened to Trifana here, and Tomo is actually listed on BTSE exchange. And its token is named Tomo, so the ticker is Tomo, and you can actually trade it on BTSE. Yeah, I think we can share the link or trading link of Tomo later after we finish the AMA. So we are going to move to the question 4. This question is really interesting because a lot of people is always asking during the AMA. So we are going to talk about the tokenomics. Can you tell us about the TomoChain token and its utility in the ecosystem?
Yeah, so I am gonna take on this question. So so about the tokenomics. So Tomo is a native token of TomoChain. Yeah, so everyone knows that. So Tomo is needed when making a transaction or using any dApps on TomoChain. So general users can earn passive rewards and make our networks more decentralized by staking across a network of 150 masternodes and some other like staking service that available on TomoChain ecosystem. So and some other use case of Tomo that you guys can experience, including like funding for ecosystem development, and decentralized governance instrument, and Tomo can be used as a voting rewards.
Awesome.
So yeah, so that's I can like briefly summarize about how you guys can use TomoChain on the and yeah, of course that we also have the available documentation that if you want to know more details about how Tomo works and the options for using Tomo, yeah, you guys can freely go to our documentation to check for more details.
Awesome. So we just listened to like what is the utility of TomoChain in the ecosystem. So the first one is like the funding for ecosystem development. And then the second one, we can use it as a decentralized governance instrument. And then the last one is the voting rewards. Yeah, so we are going to move to the question 5. What are your opinions on DeFi and dApps? And what is TomoChain building to contribute to DeFi growth?
Interesting questions. Oh, yeah, DeFi and DAOs are really hard. Personally, I think they are playing important roles in any ecosystem, including TomoChain as well. Yeah. So I think that both have big potential to, open access to a platform and services that previously are not accessible for user like lending service, borrowing service, and swapping your farming, So yeah, for TomoChain, I think they are really important initiatives. And I think that if we aim to move forward in this blockchain space and in this cryptocurrency market, we need to embrace both DeFi and dApp for innovation, resources, security, and other stuff. This is like an indispensable part of TomoChain ecosystem. So that's the reason why we are develop a wide range of DeFi products like multi-chain, protocol, low swap, low starter, and especially Tomo Master DAO, that decentralized community-oriented platform, and use it to fund project coming to Tomo ecosystem and offer extended support to incubate any DeFi and Web3 projects.
Awesome. So we just listened that DeFi and dApps actually playing important roles in the growth of the TomoChain itself. And also they have the Tomo Master DAO, a decentralized community-oriented platform that also very friendly environment for builders and provide the builders with the extensive support. Yeah. Okay, so we are going to move to question 6. How have DAOs and DeFi altered the financial landscape as the world knows it? So right now how the traditional finance, they are trying to becoming like more DeFi. Like you can see like how is DAOs and DeFi alter the financial landscape?
Okay, so I'm gonna talk from my side as a DAO member. So what would DAO would possibly change the financial landscape as the world knows it, right? So personally, I think the DAO mechanism it is really important because it promotes the decentralization, and the decision making is in the community's hand. So they govern how the DAO system works, basically. So creating a space where everyone has an equal say in how things are run and can participate in transparent and decision-making process is what truly Web3 means. So I truly expect that in the next few years, the DAO and also the DeFi projects will have a big leapfrog steps into the world that we will feel really amazed seeing it. So and also DAO opens exciting new possibilities for collaboration and value creation by bringing together like a lot of like various resources and expertise. DAO projects can fund and develop like other proposals and other like startup projects that might not have been possible like running by themselves. That is the reason why we are taking the community-driven approach to drive the growth of the Tomo Master DAO and also spearheads the innovation on the TomoChain ecosystem.
Nice.
Yeah. So a little bit about from DeFi perspective, I think I totally agree with Adrian from DAO perspective, but I want to add on from DeFi insights. Personally, I think DeFi is one of more exciting innovation within blockchain space. It's kind of game changer. Lending, swapping, your farming, a lot of stuff we can leverage with our liquidity. Yeah. So I think with the utilizing smart contract, we can delete the role of middleman. Make our blockchain space more transparent and more importantly, that make it possible for anyone from anywhere to have access to our financial services. So user can execute transactions instantly with swapping, and therefore the cost will be lower than ever. So that's how our multi-chain load swap operates. We offer swapping, staking, yield farming, and user can come load swap for trading within in a second. And especially on TomoChain network, we offer near zero gas fee. That I think great benefits for user.
Awesome. Yeah, I think DAOs and DeFi is really playing important part right now, because like everywhere, like you see like everywhere in crypto ecosystem, every day we talk about DeFi. Yeah, I think it's really exciting like to see what happened like in the coming months or in the coming years. I think DeFi is going to be great, more better like than now. I think like more people is going to like know more about DeFi and stuff. Yeah, so I think before we continue to the next questions, I would like to tell everyone that recently joined the AMA. We are having a AMA with TomoChain, and we are having Adrian and Trifena here as the guests from Tomo. Yeah, so we are entering the 7 questions. If you have any question, you can actually like comment. You can see the comment, and you can actually type your question. So on the Q&A session, we will choose like 4 questions for Adrian and Trifena to answer. So prepare your question as best as you can. Try to ask anything you think is really interesting or like you find it's unique about TomoChain. Yeah, so let's enter the 7th question. What is TomoChain focusing on right now? Like, what is the focus for Tomo ecosystem?
Okay, so I'm gonna take these questions about the TomoChain development. So currently, TomoChain is focusing on the Tomo Master DAO projects. Recently we have just completed the board members election. So basically, there are like a group of people that are in the forefront of the Tomo Master DAO. So we receive and we work with several other projects, and we will evaluate and continue to bring on more valuable projects to ecosystem after a process of evaluation and getting the community involved by voting for which projects that been appropriate and more valuable to the TomoChain users. And so with by this way, like every TomoChain community member would have the say in how TomoChain is going. And we have onboarded and funded like more than a dozen of projects over the last year, and we are definitely looking for more projects to join us this year. So so the future is bright for TomoChain ecosystem, and we will like expand more and more in next years.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I think TomoChain is really growing. They onboard a lot of projects. They also like onboard like recruited like 7 board members also from the internal team as well. Okay, so with that being said, what makes you feel confident about the viability of and the longevity of the project of the TomoChain itself?
Okay, so well, we are stay here regardless of ups and downs. That I think the pretty, advantages over other competitors out there, right? Because many people and many projects give up after the market that really bad. So talking a bit about why I'm so confident about the longevity of TomoChain? We're really confident because TomoChain actually has many unique advantages over our competitors. With the proof of stake voting consensus, make it more decentralized. Yeah, we have a network masternode of more 150 masternodes, and a good performance with 2-second confirmation, really fast transaction, fees, locals fee, and that type of thing make us outstanding. Yeah. So right now we are seeking out potential partners in collaboration with Tomo Master DAO. We are still being moving forward in the future, and we have a prod community who always support us. Yeah, there's a lot of things that we can believe in the future.
Awesome, awesome. So here I just want to put like a point on the what is the special thing about the TomoChain. So they have the proof of stake voting consensus, and then the second one they have the masternode system. They also have a very good performance with a 2-second confirmation and almost near zero transaction fees. So I think people, if you join this AMA, you can also like listen and understand like why Tomo is really good and why they are so confident like being like the project in the ecosystem. And also, I think I heard about the community. So I really interested because I have a friend actually, like she's in Vietnam. And I heard that TomoChain is really famous in Vietnam. Is it true?
Thank you, thank you. Actually, we're one of the, yeah, we are staying in the blockchain crypto for more than 4 years. It's really early stage in Vietnam, back to the time. Yeah. So yeah, we still here. Yeah, we're still here regardless of ups and downs of market.
Yeah, I know the TomoChain has been staying from ups and down, and we could possibly say that we are the pioneer of the Vietnamese blockchain, to be honest.
Awesome.
So yeah, we are so happy, and we're glad that like a lot of Vietnamese people and a lot of like people in the blockchain like industry could recognize us and to know that TomoChain is here to stay. So
yeah, that's cool. So if you're a Vietnamese, make sure you understand that TomoChain is actually very famous in Vietnam, and you should be proud actually like with the TomoChain itself. Yeah, so we will move to the main question 9. So have you have any future plans, like any exciting partnerships or any events coming up?
Okay, so let me take on this question. So for Total Master DAO, we have like a lot of activities that are in place for the upcoming months for the Total Master DAO community, also for TomoChain. So as already been said, we already completed the board member election. So now we are focusing and we are seeking out for appropriate projects that could benefit the community. And also, we already had a very active year like 2022, and coming to this year in 2023, we already planned on changing and then updating how Tomo Master DAO works, and it will be very interesting for the community to enjoy the participation for their favorite projects to be onboarded on the TomoChain. And yeah, so I'm coming to the TomoChain like ecosystem in general. Yeah, we actually just had a like Binance staking events. If you follow closely on the TomoChain marketing TomoChain networks, and yeah, the result was super like exciting, like personally for me. And yeah, so coming to mid of this year and at the end of this year, surely we will have a lot of like things, a lot of plans that we are already like in place to bring to the community. So yeah, so that's a plan for the TomoChain this year for me.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay. Thank you, Ariel, for wrapping TomoChain, campaign and other activities. So let's talk a bit about Load Starter and Load Swap. That's a multi-chain AMM and IDO launchpad built on TomoChain network. So yeah, we also under partnership discussion with various potential projects, accelerators, game hubs, and other partners that can help to provide the awareness of Blue Store, Blue Starter, and also contribute to TomoChain ecosystem growth. I think in the future, in the near future, we will definitely bring to Tomo and Lua community with more potential projects, IDO and INOs.
Nice, perfect. Yeah. Okay, so here come the last questions of introductory part. So this is the question 10. So before we end the segment, could you please share the best ways for the community to get more information about the project? So this is more like a introductory questions. So where do we able to find like more information about the community?
Oh yeah. Okay, so okay, this question is interesting. So actually, we have a lot of like channels. We have channels for the community to update for our latest news and insights and official announcements. So we encourage like all of you to follow our social media platforms like Twitter or Medium or Telegram. Yeah, surely Telegram. So by doing that, you guys will have the opportunities to join with some like other like-minded individuals who are passionate about the TomoChain and the same topics as you are. And you also be able to receive like notifications and on social media, and when new content updates or any like hints for the marketing activities coming out, you will not miss it. And our Telegram channel currently having like 10K members. So yeah, a lot of things are going on in this channel, and a lot of people like join in and share their thoughts and their comments about TomoChain ecosystem. And we do receive like some of the like comments to be how like to improve TomoChain and how to like enrich the ecosystem. So yeah. We have a vibrant community, so let's join us there.
Perfect. So yeah, here I just want to mention again. So TomoChain, they have Twitter, they have Medium, they have also Telegram group. So if you are interested, you can just join their community and be active, and you see what happened like in this year. They have a lot of events upcoming. They're very interesting, and also like if you wanna, be more DeFi, just join TomoChain and you can just follow their growth. Yeah. So we are ending the questions for the introduction part. So after this, we are going to move you to the Q&A session. So I saw we have already like 300 questions. So we have 300 question comment on the Twitter space itself. So here I'm going to choose 4 questions since like we don't have a lot of time. So I think we just like choose 4 questions here. So Adrian or Trivana, you want to choose the questions or you want me to choose the questions?
Yeah, okay. You can select the question for us. I'm really excited to answer.
Okay, sure, cool.
The question from your community.
Okay, cool. So we are going to begin with the Q&A session first. So I'm going to choose the questions from the Twitter space. So here I saw a lot of questions, a lot of very interesting questions. Let me actually pick one of them. Wait a second. Okay. Okay, so this is a very interesting question. It's from Crypto Many NFTs World. So the question is here. I will say it. One of the most fastest transaction I have seen is the Polygon network. My question is there any possibility on TomoChain that can assure the users of the same speed in terms of transaction?
Okay, let me handle the question. Really
Nice.
interesting question. Yeah, we compare the performance of TomoChain with other network, right? So as mentioned before, we are operating with the proof of voting consensus, so that helps us to gain the proof of stake voting consensus. Yeah, so that helps us to gain really well performance. Actually, we also have like a total of 150 masternode to help us govern and secure the network as well. So that's the reason why we can assure that we offer the speedy performance with 2-second block time and 2000 TPS and near zero gas fee. So I think that would be great benefits for user when compared to other networks within blockchain space.
Perfect. Okay, so here comes the second question. So the second question here is, I read that the TomoChain blockchain is secured by a highly decentralized masternode network with a built-in randomization mechanism. How many masternodes do you have, and how is the APR of the masternodes different from those of the stakers? Can we run a masternode on mobile? So the question is coming from Codes Encrypted. Yeah, so this is the second question.
Yeah. Okay. Let Aaron handle it.
Okay. So talking about our masternode system. So we already said that we have like 150 masternodes running in order to secure our networks. And so in the question, the user mentioned about the APR compared to other like blockchains, right? So as far as I checked, so the APR of TomoChain masternodes are quite similar to other EVM blockchains. So I don't think that there should be any kind of significant like differences between the TomoChain and other like blockchains in the industry. So could you mention again about the last part of the questions?
Let me mention again. Wait a second. Okay, so the last part is how is the APR of the masternodes different from those of the average stakers?
Yeah, I already answered this part of the question. So yeah.
Okay, so I think the question is fine. It's already concluded. And then we move to the third questions. So the third question here is, let me check the question. Wait a second. How does TomoChain work with other blockchain networks? And are there any plans to expand in the future? And also, what are TomoChain's plans for further development? And what to expect from this blockchain in the future? So this question is coming from Eugene 4434. If you need a question to be repeated, you can tell me, Adrian or Trifana.
Yeah, okay, so how we interact with other networks within blockchain space, right? We already have Tomo Bridge, and in collaboration with multi-chain, we offer cross-chain bridge. So user can come Tomo, trade Tomo token and other token as well, and cross-chain into other network with our Tomo Bridge and multi-chain as well. So in the future, actually, it's going to be a lot of future plan. So talking about the future plans, as Adrian mentioned before, we are now focusing on Tomo Master DAO expansions. We under discussion with many partnership, Web3 builders, Web3 projects, DeFi, dApps, and NFT platform, many stuff of things like that. And we are under discussion to bring in a lot of potential projects into TomoChain to integrate into TomoChain network. And also we are actively reaching out to many partnerships out there to put the awareness of TomoChain brand awareness. Yeah.
Awesome.
So
awesome.
Adrian, would you like to add on anything?
Yeah. So I think you already captured like most of the like plans on future development of TomoChain. So I mean, coming from to Tomo Master DAO to be specific, we are looking. Actually, I can like provide more details about what kind of projects Tomo Master DAO is heading to. So we are seeking out for some potential games projects and also cross-chain solutions that could be more valuable projects for TomoChain. So users from other chain could try and to bring in and bring out of assets from TomoChain to other networks. So I think that's a way that the users could interact and could be a nice idea that how TomoChain is communicating with other blockchain networks like available in the industry.
Nice. Okay. So I think we are going to let like the last questions of the community, and sorry, the Q&A. We are going to actually invite someone to speak. So if you guys want to ask any questions to TomoChain to Trifena or to Adrian, you guys can raise your hand, and we can choose like one of you. So I think this time Trifena and Adrian, why don't you choose like one of the people? So it makes me look fair, right? I don't know any of them. You guys can choose like any one of them. So you guys can raise your hand, and Adrian and Trifena will choose. Maybe we can let them choose like one or two. Yeah, we can let like one or two people speak here.
Okay, so
I see so many hands.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Trifena fix the questions.
Okay, so I will select the last question from lots of hands here. The Arby, okay, Arby.
Okay, you can
Question.
invite him to speak. You can invite him to speak. Yeah.
Oh, I can see that account.
Yeah. Can you invite him to speak? If not, I can help you to give the access. Because so many hands here, I cannot.
Yeah, so many hands here. I'm missing her. I'm missing her. So sorry. So I let Spiker.
Okay, you can actually click on them, and then you can say add a speaker. That's how you choose the speaker. Yeah. Just click on the icon, and then you can use add a speaker. Yeah, so it's not me who choose, it's Trifena.
Armor. Yeah, I'm Armor. Okay.
Okay. Nice.
Hello.
I think it's still connecting.
Yeah.
Okay, let's wait. Okay, guys, it's not me who speak it. It's Trifena. Okay.
I haven't listened to the questions from the users. So
yeah, I actually cannot hear. Still connecting. I think we just give them like we just give him like 10 seconds. If not, then probably we have to choose another person. Sorry, Almer. Yeah, I think it's failed.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we just choose another one, Trifena. So many hands, so many hearts. Okay, we have so many people join today.
Yeah. Hello, Sport. Hello.
yeah, can you hear me?
Nice.
Nice.
Thank you for bringing me up to ask my question. So my question is, how do you bridge the gap of users' experience from Web 2 when they switch to the world of Web 3? And please, can you explain how you explain decentralization identification to users through the innovations that you provide?
Okay, got it. Thank you, Sport, for your questions. Okay. So now talking about decentralized network, how we can operate it and push it, within TomoChain ecosystem. I think Tomo Master DAO, Ariane will have a lot of things to share with you. Okay, so Ariane, could you help me with that question?
Okay, so I also listened to the questions of the user. So I'm sorry, but you mentioned about the Web3 and how TomoChain is heading to the Web3 space, right? So I might not like capture like all because the questions from you is kind of long. So probably you could repeat the question for me.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure. I can hear you.
So my question is, I said, how do you bridge the gap of users' experience from Web 2 when they switch to one of Web 3? And the second question is, how do you explain decentralization identification to Web 2 users through the innovations that you provide?
Okay, so the gap between Web 2 to Web 3, right? Yeah. So for me, the Web 3 is basically the concept of Web 3 is bringing the decentralization, bringing the right to everyone. So now people can have the entire right on their assets and the way they interact and they work on the internet space. So that's the biggest differences between the Web 2 and Web 3. So for TomoChain, we embrace the concept, and that's why coming to this year, 2023, we already shifted our direction to entirely giving the power to the community. That's what the innovation and so that's what the development of TomoChain is heading to. So now the Web3 users, our community is having the right for the Tomo Master DAO and for the projects that will be built, will be integrated in the TomoChain ecosystem. So I hope that answer will explain and to help you to understand more about how TomoChain network is here for the Web3 users, and TomoChain will work as a bridge between Web 2 and Web 3, and you will see that we will have a lot of projects and we have a lot of campaigns in order to fulfill that statement. So yeah, that's my answer on the first part of the question. So about the second question about identification, right? Sorry, could you say again about the second part of your questions?
What innovations do you use to explain decentralization identification to Web 2 users?
Yeah, so okay, so I think to answer these questions, we can possibly mention about some non-custodial wallets that is currently integrated into TomoChain ecosystem, and I probably say that those wallet projects I run with TomoChain network and also been approved by Tomo Master DAO board members and community, and there are like some of them we can say that it is BitKeep and BTSE wallet. So the identification and the security of privacy from our users is what we always put in the top priority of TomoChain. So yeah, that's what we will continue developing, and we'll bring more projects that can make sure that the identification and the users will always be in the top security in our ecosystem. Thank you.
Thank you for answering me.
Thank you. So I think that's the first question. And then I think Trifen and Adrian, do you mind if we choose another one from the Q&A?
Okay.
Sure. I think we can ask Adrian or Trifena to choose one more question from the Twitter Spaces, and then we can move to 4 questions from Discord.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Slayer.
Okay. You guys can see a lot of hands again.
It's connecting right now.
Okay, it's Slayer, right?
Ah, okay, Slayer. Hello, Slayer.
Can you hear me?
Okay. It's a bit noisy, but yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so actually, I see that you have a 2000 transaction per second. So, is there a possibility for TomoChain to get any higher, more than that, like more than 2000 in future?
Yeah. Okay, thanks for your questions. Yeah, so on another question about the comparing the performance of TomoChain network to others, right? So actually, right now we are running with 2,000 TPS, 2 seconds block time with near zero gas fee, with a have a 150 node to secure our network. But in the future, we are actually in collaboration with Master DAO, accepting a proposal of upgrading TomoChain network performance. So I hope that with that proposal and with our working process, I hope that in the future we will offer user with more performance network, so you guys can come here and enjoy the benefits from that. Sure, in the future we'll put a lot of effort to make it real.
I mean, I can add on that with the answers of Trivena. So, the 2,000 like transaction per second, I think that's pretty fast for a blockchain like TomoChain, like so far. So yeah, of course, the Tokenomics now is always available and always open for the ideas of improving the network statistics, the network performance, and so I mean it is always better for the user to have like a super fast transaction and can handle like a lot more transactions per second. So I think the throughput is very important, and yeah, sure, we'll consider developing more ideas and more proposals related to that topic, and yeah. So I think that the question is really nice, and we will consider if it is the right time or right place. Okay, thank you, got it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, so we just have a second questions from Twitter Space, and Adrian and Trivena, we are going to move to Discord community segment.
Okay.
So let me actually bring the first questions from Discord. So I think that's it from the Twitter Space. We are going to move on for the community segment. So the first question from Discord is the Tomo Bridge is a tool for exchanging tokens between different chains. How does this cross-chain bridge work to transfer assets from TomoChain to other blockchains? What will be the other blockchain chains? And then that this tool can interact with?
Yeah, so I can answer this question. So the Tomo Bridge project has been constantly rebuilt and changed for the last couple of years. So currently, Tomo Bridge now is working as a cross-chain portal. So basically, it leads you to some others solutions that we already have partnerships, and we already have the security check and to make sure that the users will have the best experience when bringing in and out their assets from TomoChain to other blockchains. So, for example, right now, if you want to bridge the TomoChain assets to Ethereum, so the available options right now is using the multi-chain bridge. So, we have already checked and review how user experience will be like on using the multi-chain bridge, and it is all good. And we surely can have more plans on adapting new project solutions in the future. So that's the plan for right now.
Awesome. So we have the first question to answer already, and then we are going to move to the second questions. It's from Suraj, and then the question is: does TomoChain has any plan to enter the AI? So this is actually a very interesting question because recently, have you guys heard about the ChatGPT? I think you guys must be heard about it, right? Yeah, I think this is a really interesting question.
So talking about the AI thing is really hot topic recently, right? Yeah, integration that getting involved of artificial intelligence is really interesting topic that recently we also talking a lot about that. But enter the artificial intelligence a really big milestone for our network actually. Basically, TomoChain network right now is running based on TomoChain public chains. So the integration of artificial intelligence in TomoChain right now, we think that we will moving forward with some projects and Web3 projects, that have that will, have great idea as well about AI and AI factors of their projects. That I think that's a great idea for TomoChain to incubate other project that coming through in TomoChain ecosystem. And that's the reason why we need Tomo Master DAO help us a lot to stick out such other projects.
Cool. Yeah, so there might be a chance that you guys will bring AI, right, from the project itself. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, Adrian, do you want to add anything?
I think the answers from Twitter now, I think it's enough. But for me, I can share that personally. For me, the AI projects is what the futures might look like for technology and how people react and interact with the technology development in the future. So, of course, the TomoChain network shouldn't stay like on the sideline with the movement. And if is any like AI projects that interest in TomoChain network, surely we will always like welcome them with open hands and support them with the best technology that the TomoChain team can provide them. So
nice, perfect answer from Adrian. Okay, so we are going to move to the third questions from the community. This is the last second, so we still have another one after that. So the third question is: can you shed more light on how the masternode console operates? So this is one of the features that TomoChain has.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna answer this question. So, the Tomo masternode is a key component of the TomoChain network that helps the network to facilitate the fast and securing process of transaction on the blockchain. So, Tomo masternodes acts as a validator in the network, responsible for verifying and validating transaction. And I mean, to become like the masternodes, the user must hold like a certain amount of Tomo, and the native Tomo is a native cryptocurrency of the TomoChain network. It's the beginning of the AMA. So this will ensure that the only trusted and committed nodes are able to participate in the validation process. So I can share like the task list like becoming a to masternodes. So the very first task is validating transaction. The second one is proposing blocks. And the third one is confirming transactions. And the final one is managing network governance. So those are the four main missions, tasks that any masternode needs to work on in order to play a vital role in TomoChain governance security.
Nice answer. So Trivana, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, I think that's a good wrap up from Adrian. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we move to the last questions from the community. So the last question will be, what is the consensus mechanism used by the TomoChain? This one is
Okay.
from Ariel. Yeah.
Yeah, so okay. Let me handle the last question of the event today, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
so as we mentioned before, TomoChain runs based on proof of stake voting consensus mechanism. So we have a total of 150 master nodes able to secure the network, and that makes we unique here is that utilize double validation to foster security. So we can reduce the risk of blockchain fork. That's also help our TomoChain network to become well-performant and have a lot of advantages over other competitors out there. And this will also help us to gain fast confirmation time and the efficient checkpoints for finality. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so here comes the ends of the part. So I think we just want to thank you, Adrian and Trifena from TomoChain, and thanks for everyone who actually joined our AMA today. We are really excited. So probably in the future, Adrian and Trifena, do you guys mind to have another AMA with us?
Yeah, sure, definitely. Hope to join another AMA with your community. Yeah.
Awesome. To ending, for everyone who listened, all of the AMA prize will be announced on the Twitter and Discord within the next half hour. If you see your name announced, please message us with your details, your BTSE username and BTSE email. And the other people, to everyone who's listening, thanks again for coming. Please stay tuned for another TomoChain AMA with BTSE on maybe on Discord or Telegram. And also make sure you guys follow TomoChain on community on the Twitter, Telegram, and also Medium. Okay, I think that's pretty much the end of the AMA. Adrian or Trifena, you guys have anything to say to the audience?
Yeah, thanks, Steven, for having us today. It's really had a blast with your community and you guys. So yeah, don't forget to check Tomo on BTSE chain, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the main point actually. Don't forget to trade Tomo on BTSE. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think we are just going to.
Thank you to Steven, and always want to shout out to BTSE because they are providing a wonderful platform to trade different tokens. So don't forget to check on the pair Tomo on BTSE and join our communities.
Okay, cool. Okay, I think we just end the AMA. Thanks for everyone who's joining. Thanks to Adrian, thanks to Trifena, and lastly, thanks to TomoChain. See you guys in another AMA with BTSE. Bye-bye.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Don't miss out on the latest updates and insights from BTSE. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and follow us on other social media platforms. Find the links in the description box below and stay connected with us today.